Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For the supportive oracle cards, Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Alright, we're going to do relationship first, single second, and oracle cards come out where needed. Okay. What's with the double thing? There's, on your partner's side, there seems to be a double influence going on here. A double influence. I'm getting this twice. Like, there's that too. Okay, there's something's going on. When it comes to your partner, I'm getting the King of Cups, but I'm noticing you're not liking it with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is kind of like desperation or sadness or regret sometimes, just feeling like things are not working out the way you want them to. And I know it's a general read, but this is what I'm seeing. Your partner has the King of Cups going on here. This is a loving energy. This is knowing what they want, usually going towards it, usually making that happen. But then they have these leading away from you, the temple path and the door to romance. And I almost feel like they're questioning whether they seem to be questioning whether this relationship is for them. That seems very harsh. It really does. And where they're standing, they're having an issue with this relationship is what I'm getting. They have the Moon card. They're not really sure where they're not really sure about this. They just don't seem to be sure about where they're standing. They have adjacent possibilities, and then they have the third eye chakra. Like, they're trying to think, where do I see myself going with this relationship? Do I want to stay with it, or do I feel like I need to move on? Their challenge card is also the Eight of Cups. I feel like no matter how much I want to get around it, I really feel like they're questioning whether this relationship is for them for some reason. And I'm getting this Eight of Cups is kind of like there's a lot invested here. There's a lot of good here. But they're thinking maybe something else would be better for them. I say this with a grain of salt, but I feel like if this is happening, you're aware of it. There could be a third-party influence, but if that is happening, you are aware of it. So you know that that's happening is what I'm getting. You're aware of the signs or whatever's going on there. This is harsh. It's harsh. It does feel very heavy. Now, I see things going forward. And the thing is with you with this, the challenge card with you is the Ace of Pentacles. You're very invested in this situation. Very invested here. And the indecision is like, well, if your partner is having these doubts, you know, where should you be heading with this situation? Is this just a moment to where things need to be re-solidified? Or is this a moment to, like, maybe I should start looking for my way out too? This harsh one. This harsh one. And I know this isn't going to hit for everybody, and I get that, but for those of you it does, I feel like the other person is saying, I don't know if this is for me anymore. Now, they're making quick decisions. I'm also getting that too with your partner. They have the Knight of Wands here. Is like things are quickly changing. Things go left and right quickly here. This might be just a very short moment. It may not last that long. Because what I'm seeing comes after this is the Three of Cups. It seems like they abandoned that thought and they're still connected here. I just feel, whatever, it seems like there was a weak moment here and they're questioning whether this is a good situation or not for them. But it passes on, it moves on, and they're still very locked into it. The thing is, it bothered you. It very much bothered you. And I see you with the Two of Wands kind of like still questioning, like, wait a minute, that really bothered me. That was really serious. And you're feeling on guard after this. The Four of Swords is saying spiritually, you're really like, you're still pondering it, like, wait a minute. That was quite a shakeup for me. Is this as strong as I think it is, or I thought it was? Now you seem to be the one questioning. You know, to how that felt. Now, your partner has two face down cards. Things that make things better for... I feel like their energy is going somewhere else. It may have been a weak moment, but to you, that was very, very serious. Like, it came across strong enough to you that you're wondering, like, what am I doing here? Am I just waiting for this person to finally just lop me off? Lop off my head like a chicken and just walk away? Or was that just like a moment? Your partner, these are two face-down cards. I'm getting... I know this isn't going to hit for everybody, and I just got to be honest to the energy. They're pulling back the feeling like they're going to move on, but they're still feeling it. And they're looking at it more long-term, like how they're going to move on. I'm getting justice with the Page of Pentacles moving away from you. Like they're slowly moving away and they're thinking, well, what's the right way to move on from this? I feel like that energy is still there. If this is hitting for you, this is why afterwards, if you're connecting and you're still questioning, like, wait a minute, that was serious. They can't just fluff that off like it's nothing. And I'm getting this Knight of Wands is like they might have moved forward quickly and then retreated, but they're still heading in that direction is what I'm getting. Now, you got the Karma card and you got the Four of Swords, which we already saw the Four of Swords, but what I'm seeing is how these match together is kind of like, this is kind of giving you a heads up about where things are going. For those of you this is hitting with, like, I feel like you know this is hitting. If you're worried, like, what if this is for me, and you're not really sure, it's probably not for you, just to be fair. Because I feel like it's blatantly obvious if your partner is looking at somebody else or going with somebody else or giving you the heads up that, like, they're not really sure where this relationship is going at this point. It's quite blatantly obvious where they're standing, and it shakes you to the core. Even to know whether this reading is for you or not, even if you never saw this reading, you would still be questioning, like, if your partner is going to move on from you. It has nothing to do with this reading. If this reading is actually getting you to pose that question, could this be for me, then it's not matching is what I'm getting. Because karma's coming forward, and I feel like if this reading is hitting for you, that shakeup is quite serious, and it shook your foundation, and you're not happy. And where I'm getting is what's happening for you is you're starting to look at the door out. What's happening for you is the Death card is like whatever this situation was, you're looking for that door out, and you're preparing yourself for what's about to happen, and you're putting yourself in a power position to deal with it when it comes because you're seeing it come. I do feel like this is a very harsh read. The only other version I could see of this happening is your partner making decisions, big monetary decisions, without you, and taking over control of the situation and taking over the finance situation and making control on their own, to which you are going to be pulling back your side of the finances. In other words, you'll divide off your finance control. Whatever you're putting into finances, you're taking back control of that. That's the only other version to where if this isn't looking like it's going to split up and this is hitting for you, to where your partner is making decisions on their own, making financial decisions on their own, and it's kind of dragging you into that. What you'll be doing as a recourse to that is you're going to be pulling back your connection to them financially so that you can regain your own footing and regain your stability in your own finances. That's the only other version I could see if this is actually hitting to where that might make some sense. Anything else? All right, that's what we have for Taurus in relationship. It's weird because sometimes I do these and I'm thinking to myself, it's like it feels like a really harsh message, but they're also kind of like, well, if that's what needs to be said, then that's what needs to be said. So I gotta let it be. I gotta let it be. So let's go into Taurus single. What do we have for single Taurans? Messages for single Taurans. What do we have for single Taurans? Messages for single Taurans. What do we have for empowerment for the single Tauran who's out there looking for somebody? What do they got going on around them? What's working for them? Let's do some of the oracle cards here too. We'll see where this is going. I'm not really sure just yet, just to be fair. Seems like lately there's been a mix of good, like some rough energy leading into good energy. Could be the situation for you, not really sure just yet. Now this is here. Okay, so where does this hit is a good question. This is the strongest card, I have to be honest. The Ten of Swords, and it seems to be the overall feeling with the person coming towards you. Something isn't right, is my first thought with the Ten of Swords. And I'm getting this person makes you very uncomfortable. Ten of Swords is devastation, quite frankly. But in the center, you got the Page of Wands with the Five of Cups. Page of Wands in this deck, look at the kid's face. Like, he looks like he's freaked out to me. Like, oh my god. Like, I think he's supposed to be, like, sounding the alarm or something like that, but it looks like he's freaking out to me. So, I feel like you don't like what's coming towards you. And you're thinking there's a lot here that's left to be desired. But there, the thing is, there's an attraction there. So it's almost like this person coming towards you is a complete whirlwind, and there's a lot of chaos and discord around them. But they're so beautiful to you. And you're, for some reason, you're attracted, and you're just like, why am I attracted to this? This is not right. And it's coming towards you, and I'm getting the High Priestess here is like you're trying to step back and be like, all right, if I step back and I just look at this from the outside, is this person as bad as I think they are, or is it just the way it feels for me as they're coming towards me? Because the way they live life is just not my thing. And I'm getting here, like, this person has been working for a while trying to get closer to you. I'm getting the Magician in the past, but it's connected to them, really. I feel like you've been in their sights for a while, and you know it, and you might have been avoiding them. They're attractive, yes, but they're a whirlwind, and I'm just getting you're not into it. And you're trying to balance it out. You're really trying to step back and be like, what's the good and the bad? What's really happening here? What do I really not like, and what is it that really is a problem? For whatever reason, and I think because you're attracted to them, you are trying to see if there's a way around this. I feel like you're trying to give it a chance for some reason. Well, probably because they're attractive. You want this to be better than it looks, is what I'm getting. You really want it to be better than it looks. So I feel like you're trying to just keep a safe distance, but really trying to sort of give it a chance. You're just trying to see if anything new is coming out of this. Like, is it really that bad, or am I just, like, not comfortable? They're attractive. I feel like that's the big thing. I feel like you're attracted to them. Okay, so here's coming next. And I'm going like they're coming at you really fast, and that's your thoughts. Like, this is too fast. This is too much. And that might be the problem for a lot of you. The fact that they're coming at you so strong, so quickly. They may have had their eye on you for a while, but when they finally approach, it's just too much. You do not like it, is what I'm getting. The way you're being approached, you do not like. It's going into the Seven of Cups with the Angel of Love in the future. There's so many possibilities here, different ways this could go. And love is on the table here. You do believe that they feel for you genuinely, and you feel for them. But I'm getting this, coming forward, like, this person has the Tower card going on. There's a lot going on. There's a whirlwind. There's a lot of problems here. Things seem to be falling apart. I feel like they might be actually going through that tower moment themselves. Like, their life is imploding, which is another reason you're just like, you gotta let your stuff settle. And once everything settles and you know what you're dealing with, maybe we can have something go on here. But as long as your life is in this whirlwind disarray, and even if that's what's happening in their life, it's not how they really are, it's just their life is like going through this tower moment where things are falling in and imploding, and like, it's just like, well, this is happening, I just don't think this is for me. Love is there, love is on the table, but you're like, there's so many ways this could go bad. As many ways as it could go good, it could also go bad. And it's a whirlwind, it's coming at you fast, you're not comfortable with it. This person is about, the world face down, and their side means they're about to go through a change. I don't feel like they're stable. I see you connecting to that right off the bat. You're like, oh yeah, I know. If this reading is hitting with you, you know that this person isn't stable. You're like, oh yeah, I know they're not stable. They're all over the place. They seem to not connect with how unstable they really are because they're about to go into a whole different phase of life. The World card is coming in face down. In other words, they're not seeing it, but they're about to have a major change. It's kind of the result of the Tower. After the Tower is obliterated, when they rebuild, they're rebuilding completely new. And I'm getting here the King of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. There's something else around them causing more strife. And I'm getting that energy is coming at them and it's not relenting. It just seems to be this low-level, constant things. It's almost like instead of the tower falling, it's like a whole village slowly falling in on itself. And it just keeps happening. And it's just kind of that Page of Pentacles with that King of Wands. This energy to me does not match well. And I feel like things just keep going wrong. There's a lot of energy that's just not right. It's not feeling good. Just to be fair, it's connecting with this card, which is maybe explaining that a little bit better. The storm warning, like there's more that's going to happen. It's going to take a lot of work to fix what's going on with this person. I feel like what they're saying is like this isn't going to work. Even if you get involved with this person, it's not going to cement in, which may be a blessing. It's going to move on, is what I'm getting. Because there's too much discord around this person. Even if they want it to, and they want to try to force it to stick, I feel like factors are going to be out of their control. I don't feel like there's stability here. There's too much craziness. Storm warning is usually a card saying the tower hasn't hit yet, but it's going to, which is telling me, yes, the tower card is here. They're already experiencing the tower. There might be more to come. Like, there's more. Like, I feel like, again, like that village falling in on itself. Like, there's more to come. There's more tower moments coming for them. Constant tower moments is what I'm getting. So they're saying if this reading is hitting with you and this person is coming at you and you're feeling, no, this isn't for me, they're saying, yeah, you should back down. You should kind of walk away from this. Best you can, just disconnect from it because I feel like this isn't for you because there's a lot more work that's going to be needed. This person is going to be in a severe place of lack and going to need a lot of help. You may even help them down the road. But I feel like if you help them, it needs to be detached from a romantic angle. So you may help them. I feel you might do that anyway. But you don't want to be connected with them romantically because they're going through tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. You don't want to be just one more tower moment on the list. All right, I think we're there. All right, I'm going to wrap that up here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com, James4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.